Hi guys, Brittlestar here. Today we're going to talk about 5 ways that nature is trying to kill you.
All engine running.
Okay, so a lot of people will say that things that are organic are good. And I think most people would agree, things that are sort of organic for, like good food and medicines and stuff, people will say, well, it's just good. And there's this sort of belief that things that are, from nature are just better for you. They're gonna take care of you. They're going to be good for your body somehow. And if it's from nature and it's natural, then it'll be just good. It'll be just good. The truth is, nature is trying to kill us, each and every one of us. Nature's got a grudge against each and every one of us, and it's coming for you. So I wanted to talk today about 5 ways that nature, meaning stuff around us, is going to try to kill you. Number 1, insects. So insects are creepy in general. They're just like creepy things, and I like insects actually, but they give people the willies and stuff. And I'm not counting spiders because they're not actually insects. They're arachnoids. But regular bugs, they're creepy, right? So there's things like, fleas spread the bubonic plague from rats to people. So that took a bunch of people, but not even just that. Let's just go extreme with the insects thing. Just the extreme ways that nature has devised an insect, a killing machine insect. There's something called a giant Japanese or Asian hornet. And this is like a regular, like hornet, like a wasp type thing, except it's like that big. So it's like a bird. It's a hornet. And this hornet, when it stings you, the sting has a higher concentration of the pain-causing chemical called acetylcholine. I don't know what it's called. Whatever that chemical is, the pain-causing chemical, that makes it more painful than any other insect in the world. That's how painful it is. It doesn't matter what other sting it is, it's more powerful and more pain-inducing than any other insect sting in the world. The enzyme in the venom of the sting dissolves human tissue, totally dissolves it. This is a killing machine. Here's the worst part. The venom itself carries a whole bunch of different types of chemicals inside it. And one of those chemicals actually attracts other Asian hornets and giant Japanese hornets to the same victim. Dude, I just stung this guy. You smell it already? I know, right? Okay, let's go sting him some more. Really, really kill him. Awful. And to make matters worse, so it stings you, it's the most painful sting ever, and then it's dissolving your tissue and your flesh, and then the venom attracts other giant Japanese Asian hornets. That's a sign to move. If you see a cluster of these things around, maybe move to a different area, move somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It calls all of its friends over to sting you some more, and they can all sting repeatedly. So they just keep stinging you non-stop. Crazy. 2, animals. Obviously there's lots of dangerous animals. You can get attacked by a lion, you can get bitten by a dog, you can get bitten by a snake, all that kind of stuff. That's all sort of regular stuff, but you can get killed by animals that you wouldn't necessarily suspect would be able to kill you and want to kill you. In the ocean, there's something called a cone snail, and 1 drop of this snail, this is a little snail, it's not very big, it's like that big. 1 drop of this snail's venom can kill 20 humans. Little tiny snail, pissed off at you, you're done. You and your 19 friends are done. And it's sometimes referred to as, so this cone snail is sometimes referred to as the cigarette snail. And the reason that it's called the cigarette snail is because apparently when you get stung by this snail, this cone snail, you have just enough time to smoke a cigarette before you die. That's nice. Apparently there's no antivenom. So you get stung. I've just been stung by a cone snail. Do you have the antivenom? No, but I do have a cigarette. That'll do. See ya. Hippos. Now, you probably have heard that they're deadly when they get riled up. But you may not know that they don't need to be provoked. So you don't have to go and poke them. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Hippos will attack even if they're not provoked whatsoever. They'll destroy vehicles. If you're in a Jeep at safari and you go by a hippo, and hippos are vegetarians as well. They're herbivores. So they're just like regular vegetarians in that they're a little bit pissed off most of the time. Except unlike human vegetarians, they still have energy to attack. And they will attack your Jeep and they will destroy your Jeep and then they will kill you. Hungry, hungry hippos. Indeed. Moving on. Plants. Beautiful flowers, trees, ferns. There's also something called the castor oil plant, or the Ricinus communis. So castor oil, you've heard of castor oil probably. It used to be like teaspoons of that, like kids would get it at night, teaspoon of castor oil. Well, these castor oil, I didn't realize, comes from seeds. And if you have, they're just little tiny seeds, and if you have 4 to 8 of those seeds, you're dead. And then they have to say, how'd they die? Castor oil seed. So in these castor oil seeds, there's this chemical called ricin. This chemical, when you take 4 to 8 of these castor oil seeds, it will lead to a burning sensation, too bad, in the mouth and throat, intense abdominal pain, bloody diarrhea within 36 hours, and then you'll be dead in 3 to 5 days. Take your castor oil. Weather. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about weather. We all know how horrible it could be. Tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, landslides, floods. Weather wants you dead. It's out to kill you all the time. The top way that nature is going to try to kill you is other humans. As a species, humans have done a lot of great things. We have built amazing buildings, we have created the internet, we have made cars, we've made Pop-Tarts, we've made little widget and beer, so it tastes, it tastes like, you know, a pulled pint of beer in a can. We've done lots of amazing things, cured diseases, amazing things. However, we're also killing each other every single minute. Humans are a huge threat and a huge part of nature that is going to try to kill you. Here's some stats. One of the last counts for total murders in the world was 520,000 murders a year. That's 1,300 murders per day, 57 per hour, and a little over 1 per minute. So if this video is but 4 or so minutes, you know what I'm saying? Watch your back. So those are the 5 ways that nature is going to try to kill you. So when someone tells you to eat naturally and to live naturally, you just tell them about all these things that are going to try to kill them, okay? From me. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe, and you can also watch the last video, social media stuff, and the new series, Help Me Brittlestar, is going great. Lots of questions, so please go to brittlestar.com, find the link. The link will be below in the description here as well, and we'll pick that up on Monday. Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll see you next week.